Okay, is this thing connected or what? Are we hooked up? We're gonna try this now. This mic ain't for this. Let me close the bathroom door. I'm in my undies. Hold on. You know, what if I stand up and I'm wearing like a gold sequin thong? You never know, right? Wouldn't that be surprising? I should do it just to fuck with everybody. Oh, god damn it. I have to edit this now. I just cursed in the first 30 seconds. Yeah, it was the curse in the first 30 seconds. God damn it. Fuck. Well, now the cat's out the bag. I'm going to have to go in and edit this. YouTube, if you curse in the first 30 seconds, they say we can't do this. It's not for the advertisers. That's nice. Well, how's everybody doing? I just had a colonoscopy today because I got a history of colon cancer in my family. They said my ass is clean. They flushed it out. You know, I had to drink this. I was drinking this. God, it's nasty. Yeah, I missed all the opportunities too to talk about the fact they were sticking a camera in my ass because I was in such a bad mood from dealing with the American healthcare system, and I don't have insurance. So I was in an extra bad. See, I still got the bracelet on, so I was in too bad of a mood to crack jokes about, hope I don't get a stiffy. Well, you guys are sticking this thing up me, that kind of stuff. I'm just like the gun was loaded with jokes, and I squandered the opportunity because I was in a bad mood. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Happy? What day is it today? Thursday? I don't want to put a video out because I got so many to edit still. I'm kind of behind. So I figured I'd just do a live stream. How's everybody doing? What are you doing, huh? Who else has had a colon? Who else got a colonoscopy today? They said no polyps. They said no polyps, no ass cancer. I think all the Dagos in my family got ass cancer because they're eating red meat and shit. They're eating buffalo mozzarella and all kinds of weird stuff. So, and I generally I eat a little bit of chicken, though I don't like to, but I got to get that protein, and I eat some fish. Which someone's going to have the vegan people are going to have something to criticize about everything, right? Unless I'm like eating rice and whatever. But I generally eat pretty healthy. I made some damn tofu curry, eat a little bit of chicken. I cooked the steak last week because you can make that with the dogs. You could break bread together. It's like a food you can eat with the dogs. I get really excited about it. I just got it for the dogs. It was West Texas steak, so it didn't come from one of the depressing feedlots, that's filled with toxoplasmosis and E. coli. So it's 95 degrees out. We got some rain last night. I had to fast all day yesterday, and then you feel like you're on drugs, like you're on some sort of bad hallucinogen when you've been fasting. So I fasted, and then but I was just chugging Gatorade, which I don't normally do because the sugar, you got to stay, unless you run a marathons, you don't want to be eating red meat every day. You get ass cancer. That's something they don't tell you. You learn it when you leave America and people eat somewhat healthier or get more activity. Let's see what everybody's got to say in the chat. So message retracted. That sounds exciting. What was that? Was it something filthy? Was it an insult? I don't know. Just installed an RO water system for my plants. Buddy, you got to install that RO water system for yourself too, because you don't want to be drinking tap water in most places in the United States. The RO system is, you could buy like $160 RO system on Scamazon, which I'm not, again, there's no alternatives. I'm not pro Jeff Bezos, fuck him. I'd rob him if I could, but I'm just saying, you got to get you got to get a RO system on Scamazon. You could have a plumber install it, or you could try to do it yourself. You might fuck up your tubes under your sink though. It's the whole total cost is like $300. It's worth it. You'll save so much money. Even if you live in an apartment, you're going to be there for a year or two, get an RO system, put it on your sink. You don't want to drink the tap water in most places, right? Especially now since Trump's deregulated everything. I mean, fuck, get ready for the onslaught of cancer. Okay. What's everybody doing? Whiskey and Taco Bell. Oh, whiskey and Taco Bell to cleanse my colon. Jesus Christ, it sounds awful. I ate Taco Bell a week or two ago because it was one of the only things. I was in the middle of nowhere. It was one of the only things. The thing was in Carlsbad. And I feel like they put sugar in everything. Like and they do. They've got I bet they got a flavor lab where they figure out how to get you addicted. They're like drug pushers. Tomatoes cleanse my colon almost too well. Well, that's good. That's really good. Ever looked into Hawaiian endemics? Our first plant-related topic. Yes, I have. All the Hawaiian lobeliads, the tarweeds, the silver swords. Silver swords are relatives of tarweeds. So 5 million years ago, a tarweed made it to the Hawaiian Islands in the plumage of a bird. A seed did, and then, as so happens with island speciation, radiated, and because there was a lack of herbivore pressure, turned into the silver swords, which are these giant monocarpic beasts that can live, for some cases 30 years, flower once and then die. They fucking massive. How do you look up silver swords? Can I share a screen? Nah, I'm not gonna fucking do that. It's a pain in the ass. Would you ever sell Department of Unauthorized Forestry patches? Yes, I would. I should have some made. I really should, like little embroidered patches. But I feel like that design is kind of old. I feel like it's got to be. I need to do a new one. But I guess I could do it. I should get some made. I just had Crime Pays mugs made. I'll be selling them at the events. I'm speaking at 2 events in Austin. No, I already had the colonoscopy. I just like talking about colon cleanse because I think it's snake oil. It's they do it at those hippie clinics. They put like herbal sprays up your ass and it doesn't really do anything, but it makes you feel like you're doing something. Your butt probably smells good afterwards. I don't know. I remember when I lived out on the West Coast, there were like colon cleanse colonics things everywhere. I thought it was pretty funny because it's kind of a placebo, and I just like, it's a good metaphor too. But shit, what was I talking about? I can't remember what I was talking about. Anyway, oh yeah, the mug. I'm speaking at 2 places: the Elizabeth Ney Museum and then Garden Spark. I don't know what Garden Spark is. I don't know what that is. Something in Austin. But I'm doing 2 of those, and then we got that Costa Rica tour we're doing, me and Alan Rockefeller and Mandy Quark, in July, which should be fun. Mushroom season there at the high elevation forest. I was so impressed with how nice Costa Rica is, man. I thought it was really going to be, the amount of gringo tourism there really gives it a bad name. In my mind, I was not prepared for how cool it was going to be. But I think they've been doing the ecotourism thing for so long. They've really preserved a lot of their biodiversity. It was cool. So, but no place fucks its biodiversity like the U.S. And now Mexico's doing a good job of fucking its biodiversity. Just destroying endless beautiful landscapes, poaching the hell out of shit, putting like tomato farms and what's going up in San Luis Potosi? What are they doing on there? I just know they're like bulldozing all this epic desert habitat to put up tomato farms or something. I don't know, but it's terrible. But the U.S. is really, Texas especially, man. They're doing great in terms of just destroying a heritage of natural wonders to put up, tripe. It's fucking nothing. Nobody beats the U.S. We do it the best. We've ruined so much wonderful land that was inherited. I mean, stolen. Anyway, we'll talk about that. What's Clippy? What does that mean? What's Clippy? The Wi-Fi? Ah, fuck. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Why is it Clippy? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi. I'm on the border, so. How would I show my colon? You do it when you get prolapse. They do, weightlifters do that. Oh yeah, what's going on with Yermo-xanthocephalus in Wyoming? Someone's got to grow that. God, why is nobody growing Yermo? What an asshole! Someone in Wyoming's got to go get seeds of Yermo-xanthocephalus. That's a fucking cool plant. Let me look this one up. Let me see. Let me find my old photos. Damn, you got to see this. Why is so many cool plants nobody's growing? What do people do with their time? Oh, that's a wonder. Look at that nice accordia. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there. Oh, that's nice. Cracked soil. I love that shit. Look at that. Look, some people would see that. It's just a weed. But look at that cracked soil, that cracked calcareous soil all beat to shit in the fucking gnarly mean plant with little, that's Runsanata. Let's look at Yermo-xanthocephalus. Nobody grows all these unloved plants, right? Some guy got mad at me for talking about sawing down crepe myrtles. like in public, like a public property. Just get a nice electric chainsaw because they're quieter. You go out, you just start cutting down. There's a nice boulevard of crepe myrtles outside Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center. It'd be a shame if you just woke up one day and they were all sawed off 3 feet above the. You got to find the teen vandals because that stuff is fun. When you're a teenager and you just get full of piss and vinegar, you just want to ruin stuff. At least go ruin stuff that deserves it. Go saw down the crepe myrtles. Look at the habitat of Yermo. Oh shit! Here we go. Yermo xanthoseph. Oh, look at that! Just that is 6,100 feet elevation. Those little yellow things. How many mouth breathers would look at that and say, "There's nothing there"? And then when you get down, you look at it. God damn, it's full of wonders. So many cool plants there. There's a cool ivisia there too. And Yermo. Oh, I should have put this in the book. How do I get out of a contract with my first publisher? They suck. They're totally unhelpful. The second publisher was not. They're nice. That's the book I got coming out next April. This first publisher. No, none of them are listening to this podcast anyway. God, they suck. I was a dumbass. Signed the first contract they sent me for the lowest advance possible, and then they're just totally unhelpful. I don't think they want to get this done. I don't know. It's just. I want to see if I can get out of it. I'll give back the advance, say fuck you guys, and go pitch it to the second publisher. But it's going to be a picture book. Like that would sell so much easier than the book I have coming out with, because nobody wants to read. Americans especially are too lazy to read. But you put pictures in there that can look at the pictures. That's really easy. And then I'll put captions in there, nice. But you gotta. I want to do the layout too. I want to do my own layout, which requires InDesign. And I taught myself InDesign, but if you don't stick up with it every day, I don't know. I feel like I've already complained about this. We'll find something else. No, yeah, that's good. That would be good. Drop me, publicly slander your publisher. I didn't mention who it is. They might get sued, but they'll drop. Yeah, they're not going to sue me. Fuck them. The floral morphology poster. Oh, yeah, the angiosperm phylogeny. How do I put that in? How do I chat? I'll put it in the chat. Hold on. Let me get this. I'll get the Google Drive link. Shit. I'll get because they took it down. I don't know what they're doing. They're fiddly fucking around over there at Plant Gateway. Let me see. Where is it? I got the angiosperm. I'll put it in the chat for you guys can copy it and share it and download the shit out of it. But you guys should go upload it to like a Google Drive account too, so that it's just let's see. Because I don't know why they took it down. Supposedly they're working on a new one. Yeah, there you go. It's in the chat. These chat things are fun. I'm learning how to do this. This is nice. You can learn to chat. You be a streamer. Dude, please send me some seeds that will grow in Missouri. Dude, please get your ass out the house. Go find some cool relic prairies and collect seeds there. And INAT INAT whatever you see there, and then look up where to get seeds of that. Look up native plant nurseries. Look up. There's so much cool stuff, Get some of those Femaranthus that grow on the glades. Where was the cool glade in Joplin, that limestone glade? What is this? Settle down, man. How do we confront the ecological destruction at the hands of the imperialist system-led Europe, now junior imperialists and its settler colonies? Chill out, man. First off, don't phrase it like that. Use plain speak. You sound like one of these academia guys. It doesn't make any sense. You know what you sound like? You sound like Vince Glortho. No offense. Louis Tully in Ghostbusters when he gets possessed by the dog and he goes to the horse. He says, wait for the sign when all prisoners will be released. That's what this sounds like. No one knows what you're. It's just this. So you say, I use the words honky death cult. That's what I call it. And honky's not even a race specific. It's a cultural thing. It's a culture. There could be honky behaving people who aren't even Caucasian. Call it that. I don't know. It's a death cult. It's primate hoarding is what it is. It's just the primate hoarding complex. It doesn't, it's disconnected from the land that it lives on and doesn't see any value in it. Very short-sighted, very myopic. It's like a lost monkey. It's like a lost ape, an ape that doesn't know where it is on the geologic time scale or figuratively speaking, in its own life, and so it just grabs onto whatever it can, fucking muscle cars, fancy Prada purses and shit, fucking lawns, status symbols, totally unaware that it's just doing all this to impress other primates, no self-perspective, very short-sighted shit for brain. You almost can't blame it, though. It's like the Robert Sapolsky's always saying, we don't have any free will. Everyone's, we're totally unaware of the external factors which guide our motivations and behaviors. You don't get insight. People aren't born with self-insight and self-awareness. We're just responding to neurological impulses that are, most of which are now evolutionarily obsolete, like primate hoarding. So that's where that comes from. Why don't you just call it that? Wait for the sign, all prisoners will be released. Settler colonial imperialist. Just chill out. Just figure something. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Honky Latins or Greece. What's the etymology to the word honkies? Because when the Caucasians used to go through Harlem and shit, they'd be honking, going to pick up hookers. I don't know. Yeah, it's a mindset. It's a mindset that's taken over a planet. It's spread and taken over. Shit. Don't want you to see me in my undies. Yeah, it's a mindset that's spread and taken over, Oh, honky's Dutch. No, it's not. It's a slang word. Where's my drink? Where's this stuff? Anyway. Woo. Yeah, I don't know. But everybody can embrace. You don't need to be an Anglo to embrace the honky death cult. You could be whatever, You just get to be a primate. You just want to hoard shit. You want the shiny shit. You're willing to sell out your community and, the land around you and other life forms, right? Because you don't value them. You get that anthropocentric myopia, Anyway, no, I don't know. I don't know where that comes from. The plants of New Guinea. Yeah, I'd love to fucking go there. There's a ton of cool stuff. New Guinea has 16,000 foot tall mountains in it. That's always where you find the most interesting stuff is high elevation, low latitude places, right? And you get the tropics, you get the low latitudes, you get that range of elevation. The more tropical botany I do, the more I realize how imperative it is to mention elevations. Whenever I'm doing an iNaturalist observation upload or describing a habitat, elevation is so important because that'll tell you what the climate is like. 9,000 feet at 10 degrees latitude is much different from 1,000 feet. 1,000 feet is either jungle, which is really just a disturbed form of tropical forest. It's either wet tropical forest or dry forest, depending on where the moisture is coming from, how close you are to a warm ocean versus a cold ocean. If there's a mountain range nearby, whether you get that dry season or whether it's like in Costa Rica, like the eastern lowlands are getting constantly a barrage of warm, moist air. Whereas the western side, the Pacific Ocean is maybe a little bit cooler and the currents run different. So, and they're blocked from getting that warm, moist air from the east. So that's where all the dry forests are, like Guanacaste, but that's 1,000 feet. And then you go up to 9,000 feet and it feels like the damn Pacific Northwest almost. And these wonderful oak forests, super diverse, plant lineages you normally see in more temperate latitudes, but they're growing. There's a fucking viburnum and oaks and like Camerostaphylos arbutoides in Costa Rica. That's one of the coolest trees ever. Looks like a madrone, slightly different. Please come to Fresno. I was in Fresno once. I didn't like it too much. I used to go to Fresno a lot for work when I was running trains. I was at the Railroad Hotel in Fresno, and the manager there thought I was homeless. Like many railroaders tend to look. They tend to look like homeless vagrants, like an old style homeless vagrant, like a homeless vagrant from the 70s or 80s, where you look kind of working class, just down on your luck, kind of like a Rambo look without the muscles, just kind of like dirty vet jacket and jeans and shit and boots, but maybe you smell bad or like wine or something. And this hotel manager thought I was homeless. I was just coming in for the free breakfast. And I think I was fucking with him too, because I didn't tell him that I was actually employed by the railroad and they were putting us at the hotel. I just I wanted to make him nervous. I wanted to make him shifty, working in the hospitality industry. Would you ever be interested in coming to the Southern Appalachians like Western North Carolina? Absolutely. I've only been there once. I liked it. I'd love to be there again. I haven't been reading enough of the chats. I've just been rambling. I'm sorry, guys. What about Vermont? Yeah, you guys don't have billboards. I'll go up there. Yeah, the guy from They Live. Yeah, Roddy Piper. Right there you go. Was that talking about like the homeless aesthetic from the 70s and 80s? That was when when the that was like when all the factories were getting closing, when the oligarchs were shipping jobs overseas. Why low latitudes? What? Why do I like them? Because there's more diversity. And no, there's not always heat. There's like the spots we're going in Costa Rica for this tour, which I never would have done a tour. I never would have, but Alan and Mandy were doing these, and I didn't know what it was going to be like. I thought it was going to be corny and shit. It was actually very fun, and it was just a bunch of science nerds, and coming down to look at stuff. And you go out every day, and it's like sharing knowledge. It was a great time. It was a fucking great. That's when they invited me into Ecuador. So that planted the seed. Then I was in Costa Rica, and I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. The Paramo, which is like the high elevation tropics, like summer every day, winter every night. The air is so thin, so it doesn't hold on to heat as much as it does, as it would at a lower elevation. So it'll be 80 degrees during the day, and then it'll cool off to like almost freezing at night in some places. And the plants there are all hairy, but it's not because of heat. It's not to reduce the amount of airflow going over the leaf. It's purely as to reduce the amount of UV, because the UV is more intense because the air is thinner. You've got 9,000 less feet of vertical gradient to go for the UV to go through, and also because it gets cold at night. So those hairs, they act as like a UV protectant and as insulation, like a frost cloth. So yeah, man. So the tropics, that's why elevation is everything. Damn. That's why it's everything. Any interest in New England, Massachusetts forests? Yeah, if you guys start doing prescribed burns there and get rid of the ticks, yeah, I'll start visiting more. I'm scared. I'm scared of getting ticks everywhere. I've seen so many fucking ticks in unburned forests in the East Coast. It's crazy. It's terrible. How do you have the ability to travel so often? Because it's my job. It's literally how I support myself. What's your opinion on crepe? Shut the fuck up. He's trolling. Abolish NATO says, what's your opinion on crepe myrtle and pachysandra? I think they're really great plants. They're so beautiful. I love them. They're so beautiful. Terraform an alien planet? No, not really. I like Earth. What is Ivano Ivanovich? Oh, cool. Yeah, East Coast, Australia. Yeah, I want to go there. I should make a list of places I need to visit. Uruguay sounds pretty cool. There's a Pomaria from Uruguay. I just learned that today. Yeah, the ticks in Northeast Pennsylvania are terrible because they don't burn. Fire suppression really fucked the East Coast. And the more I spend time there, the more I realize it. It's crazy. Like, you need the burn out there. You get so much more rainfall there, right? Because it's a gradient west to east, more rainfall as you go east. You get so much rainfall up there, shit grows so quick, and the forest gets choked out, especially when there's invasives out there. I mean, you're getting so much rain, you need to burn everything. I think that burn intervals in a lot of those East Coast forests were like every 3 or 5 years. And of course, Native people were doing that, but once the HDC got there, kicked everybody off their land, and didn't burn anymore, all that was, the habitats just changed totally, right? So you got to bring that back, man. You got to bring that back. Burning every that's what, like, Kyle Leibarger, my friend Kyle, Native Habitat Project, is always advocating. Like, the seed bank stuff just comes back when you start burning, right? Like, there's places that were always woodlands, and then there are places that only became woodlands 200 years ago when the fire suppression took off. And fire suppression is part of what made the tick populations get so big, that and removing the predators. So, God, I saw these redneck. I go on Facebook to upload stuff. Otherwise, I avoid it like the plague. It's such a terrible venue. And it's so programmed to just attract, just like suck you in too. That's what's really disconcerting about it. And I've been getting these things in my feed lately. I think because I've been talking about killing feral pigs so much. And guns, I like guns, which is not, it's just a tool, whatever. I don't know. That really triggers some people. I don't get it. You live in America, everyone's fucking nuts here. You got to have a gun. You just need it. It's a tool. You don't have to like it, but you need it, right? I don't like hammers. I'm not like a pro hammer guy. I like being able to use a hammer, but it's just a tool. I'm not going to fuck yeah, second amendment. No, it's just a tool you need to use. But I think because I've been talking about shooting feral pigs so much, that I've been starting getting these targeted ads about shooting coyotes, which I would never do. I fucking love coyotes. We need some of them in my neighborhood. Take out some of these feral cats that these, well-intentioned crazy geriatrics overfeed. But I've been getting these ads like these rednecks shooting coyotes, and they're like, it's just like redneck. No offense to the rednecks, right? There's some good things. There's good things there, some bad things too. But their whole sense of ecologies, we get rid of the deer or the coyotes because they're eating the deer. Well, good, the fucking deer are everywhere. You need to get rid of the deer because they're ending up. They jump in front of cars. They're tick farms. It's like a walking tick farm, like just spreading ticks everywhere. They're overpopulated, but and I guess coyotes eat little deer. I don't know. It just pisses me off, And then there's of course like the PETA people shitting on them and arguing with them, and people, it's such a right place for people just arguing with each other online. Get out of here, city slicker. It's just, this just the common toilet of insults, of predictable insults from everyone. So that's why you got to get outside and look at plants, dose those people. Would it be wrong to dose them, dose some of the rednecks? I think it'd be good. Get some rednecks on having psychedelic experiences, mysterious psychedelic experiences. You could put it in their tri-tip or something. I don't know. Neighbor, I don't think people should actively feed coyotes. That's not ideal. I think it's just good if the coyotes come and eat the feral cats and clear them out every once in a while. But anyway. What about the chickens? Oh yeah, you doing urban chickens? Are you becoming an urban poultry farmer? God no. The SF Peninsula was Manzanita Chaparral on the east side of the Santa Cruz Mountains. Yeah, probably. God, that's some cool habitat, man. There is. You go down the San Francisco Peninsula, there is some cool. How's the Butano cypress patch doing on that sandstone outcropping? You can find it on satellite. You look at like near Potrero Redwoods State Park. I remember when I finally found that patch of Santa Cruz cypress, I was so blown away. It was so cool. It was like an Easter egg hunt. It was nuts. And I've been looking for it for so long, and it's such a long shit slog of a hike through redwood forest to get up there. And then I saw a single piece of tape tied around a tree. I said, what's that for? And then I went and looked. It was just on the side of the trail. The massive tanbark oaks up there too. And then I walked into the woods where that piece of ribbon was and saw another ribbon like 30 yards down. I said, oh shit, I followed that. Saw another ribbon. It was like a breadcrumb trail that the botanists who were there had tied. And you followed this breadcrumb trail, and then it opened up into this just like open expanse of bare sandstone where the forest tapered off because nothing could grow on this bare sandstone. And then it was just this endangered species of cypress fucking everywhere on this sandstone. And I got a couple cones. There's probably rules against it. I don't know, who cares? I got a couple cones with seeds and then just grew a shit ton and planted them all around West Oakland and gave them to people. And I've always done that. It's always good to grow shit. Grow way more of things than you need, and then just, actively give them with location data, all the collection data to like botanic gardens, wherever, people that will plant them, get them out there. Especially, I've learned that more so now being in Texas because, Texas hates its native plants and, actively tries to destroy them. So the only hope for a lot of these things is to just grow the shit out of them and put them in yards, which is, and then you've got seed stock too. So that's what I've been trying to do with a lot of stuff, right? We just took over a little patch of garden near this golf course. Me and my friend Louise and Logan, and they've been They water it. The neighbor lets us water when we need to with the native plants, but to get them established, you have to water because it's hot as balls every day. It's like 100 degrees Fahrenheit out here. So we've got Asclepias prostrata there, Physaria thamnophila, Zapata bladder pod. We got that cool Poliomytha incana from West Texas, from those dunes in West Texas that like bushmint. I got Pomaria austrotexana that already germinated. Matt gave me some seeds, Matt Kaufman. Yeah, man, there's a bunch of like rare stuff there. Erythrostemon caudatum, that's another cool plant nobody grows. It's from these sandy, hot as balls habitats down here. Got a bunch of hematocactus we put in the ground there. And it's all just like near this golf course. It's really nice. It's a cool spot. And it's funny, the minute you put this stuff in, all the life comes back. Like there's already whiptail lizards hanging out and Gulf Coast toads. And before that, it was just this barren patch that would get mowed. They would just mow it. Like that's a wonderful thing you see down here in South Texas. There's like, you see like a 300-pound man driving a riding lawnmower, and it's so parched, like especially if it hasn't rained in a month or two, that he's like doing donuts around a vacant lot, mowing the lawn, but it's just there's no lawn, there's no grass there. It's just like Bermuda and a bunch of clouds of dust and shit going up in the air. It's just like breathing in all this dust with probably all this cat shit. And anyway, greetings from a drunk Belgian. How you guys doing over there in Belgium? Got to do some medical tourism over there. Okay. Anyway, what's going on? I'm going to scroll the comments for something fun. You know what? I let my 5-year-old daughter watch Blues Brothers 2 nights ago, and she loved it. And it's what a great movie that is. The key tenets it teaches: disregard for the law, trolling the rich, and that wealthy restaurant scene. I didn't realize Pee Wee Herman's in Blues Brothers too. Working class solidarity. Great movie. There's a really important morals in that. And a lot of good music too. I don't know who Will Pierce is. I don't know what a moonflower is. What's that? That could mean like 9 different plants. I suppose moonflower is just any moth-pollinated flower that blooms at night. Yeah, they got schmots. Anyway, what were we? Let's scroll the comments for something. Damn, I got to piss already. Yeah, eggs are expensive. Having chickens is a good idea. I just don't want to attract the rats or be breathing in the fecal dust that happens from them kicking all their shit up and everything. Chickens are nice if you got like a big fenced in area for them. You know what I mean? There's a rooster that hangs out in my alley. I think I get enough exposure to poultry. Yeah, get the rednecks some ayahuasca or something, man. Acid's probably easier. Yeah, I don't know. Why do the cattle ranchers think wolves need re-extirpation? I don't know. Joe Rogan, that beacon of intellect, put some post up complaining about wolves because they eat calves sometimes, because they eat, young cattle. But it's like there's so many fucking cattle. What do you expect they're going to? You got to have wolves in the landscape no matter what. They suck, but they're a piece of the living machine. They serve an ecological function. So there's got to be some middle ground between wiping them out, like all these rednecks. When it comes down to like redneck ecosystem awareness, you can't listen to anything that they say, because it's all arrogance mixed with like, well, goddamn, we've been on the land, we've been here, and then everyone who argues with them is a quote tree hugger or whatever. And I'm just whatever, I'm not knocking rednecks too much. I just have noticed it's the same dumb shit. It's really ignorant. It's like really fucking low IQ, simplistic takes. And then anyone who seems to know what they're talking about or who has studied this or gone to school is a tree hugger or a greenie or whatever. So it's really, you're not dealing with a lot of intellect there. I can't take what they say seriously about most of this stuff. So, you need wolves. You definitely need wolves. You don't need a cat to protect the garden. Get a snake. Get a snake. Put up an owl box. Something. That cat's going to give you toxoplasmosis when it shits in your garden and is Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Apex predators are a sign of a healthy ecosystem, and they're gonna fucking yeah, they're gonna probably take out a calf once in a while, but there's things you can do to prevent that. There's get some good guard dogs, get some whatever. You can't just I don't know, man. I think wolves are fucking great. There's got to be control like anything, but there's got to be stewardship. But more shit on aeroids, please. God, you know what? Is anyone growing any of the xeric aeroids like the ones from Brazil? I saw so many cool aeroids in Brazil that grew in these dry habitats with like lithophytic orchids and cacti, like aeroids growing with giant Pelosa cereus and really cool. It just able to just hang in there while it doesn't rain for 6 months and it's hot as fuck and they're growing on like quartzitic sandstone. But then they get a wet season where it rains like hell. So hold on, I gotta let me take a leak real quick. Let me put you up there. You can look at some of that stuff. Holy shit. Becoming crepuscular. All right, there we go. I gotta go. I gotta head out. The sun's going down. I gotta go out and plant stuff. Become crepuscular in this habitat. Where it's so hot. It's so fucking hot. What is it, like 90? It's only 93 right now. It's supposed to be 95. It's gonna be 98 in a couple days. Ooh. If you're ever up in Central Oregon, you should check out the Spring Basin Wilderness Area and Clarno unit of the John Day fossil beds. I've been there. What is C. xanthotricha? What is the C? What genus? You couldn't type out the extra few letters of the How am I supposed to know what C is? C what? What are we talking about? Clarkia? Campanula? Huh? Cephaloserius? What is C? Oh, you know what? I got these damn crack. I love the audience. I'd be so disappointed if there weren't some crass bastards in the audience. Castellea. Fuck. How the fuck am I supposed to know? Come on, man. You couldn't type the extra. Why couldn't you type the extra fucking, what is it, 9 letters? Thank you. I'm just busting your balls, by the way. I got to sell some stuff, too. Hold on. We got these blue Steal Your Education shirts going for $30, free shipping. I'll throw in some stickers. I don't know why I printed blue tie-dye. All right. And it's a dumbass move on my part, but this is a great opportunity to get rid. Size XL. What size do I have? I think they're all XL. You know what? I think I got these because it was like part of I got large and extra large. Got 1 large and 2 extra large. I'll keep these up there till someone help me out. $30. Huh? You want me to sign it or some shit? I'll sign it too. I'll sign it. I'll put a pair of my rancid socks in there, whatever you want. I'll start an OnlyFans for you sick fuck. I got the safety green in XL, Kill Your Lawn as well. $30, free shipping. This is some Al Scorch shit right here. Who the fuck sells shirts during a live stream? I do love a Castellea. Kill Your Lawn. Got 1 of these. No, how many do I got? I got 2. I got 2 Kill Your Lawn safety green. Venmo is society as hell. Venmo me now. As soon as you do, If I get too many orders, I'll return them more than I have. I got two 2XL and two tie-dye blue Steal Your Education Sci-Hub. Damn, come on, man. Ah, fuck. I'm falling apart. I got to get out of here. The sun's going down. I got to go out to Thorn Scrub tomorrow and see that. Hand-drawn artwork, printed in the garage by me. These safety green are nice. You'll never guess what you could get away with when you're wearing safety green. You're out there, you got boots and safety green on. You know, you could be out there in a median strip planting shit, whatever. No one's gonna bother you. You're supposed to be there. Why does no one like to wear safety green? I love it. That was a thing we used to wear at the railroad. It was really. Where is let me see if I can get. Oh shit! Where's Marco calling me? Oh man, I gotta call him back. Hold on. Venmo me now. We'll work it out. Don't do purchase protection, or I'm gonna hit you up for another $3 because those fuckers scam me. You know, they really Venmo will scam your ass. $30, right? Help me out here. I'll give you some stickers. Oh, nice. Native landscaping biz. That's great. Yeah, that's really nice. That's nice to hear. We need more backyard growers. There should be an option to skip. The last 4 of your phone, there should be an option to skip. Okay? Throw on a safety vest. Let's get rid of this. Venmo's only American. Yeah, I can do international, but I have to charge you extra dollars for shipping. It's like $8 extra to what is it, to Europe? $10 extra to Europe, $8 extra to Canada, and then what is it? I think it's like $13 extra to Australia. With nudes, yeah, I don't know, yeah. All right, yeah, I got to get a Polaroid, otherwise I can't do it. I'm pursuing a degree in forest resources and conservation, and I'm worried about the U.S. administration's budget cuts to national. Yes, you should be worried. They're trying to make the country dumber. They're going to cut everything. They're going to cut the libraries at some point. Are there any of the libraries federally funded? I don't know. Yeah, it's part of the thing. Venmo is society is hell. All right, which I genuinely feel. It's from the bottom of my heart. Society is hell. All one word. And $30. Nice. Okay, we got one. What did he order? Shirt XL green. Okay, that's one. We got one down. And we got one XL safety green kill your lawn left. Okay? Who wants to support the cause? Anybody? XS70. What's the XS70? Is that a gun? What is this? The Philippines. Oh shit, some guy invited me to the Philippines to do botany over there. I want to see the I just forgot. It's like an epic family of trees, major forest trees in the order Malvales from the Philippines. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I want to go to the Philippines too. Old version of Polaroid. Yeah, sure. You want to send me one or what? My colon is ready. You sick fuck. You know what? I should get the Giving Tree screen and just make black and white shirts. I can't do beautiful multicolored prints, but I could do. Oh, YouTube's not gonna. Is this gonna be a problem? Huh? I was wearing a shirt that said "fuck" once they restricted the. You know this. They're gonna find something to restrict this YouTube live stream with anyway. I shouldn't bother. This is Burrito Breath, by the way. Follow him on Instagram. He makes some of the finest merchant designs. Sick. Okay, someone else just bought the. Okay, who's it? You want a shirt or what? Dimitri, you want a shirt? You got to put what shirt you want in there. I don't know what shirt, what size. Wait, Siva Genus. Crack the porcelain. No, the colon cleanse. Oh, yeah, that's right. There you go. Oh, nice. A new botany job. That's good. You hear Texas is about to ban weed again? Fucking idiots, man. This fucking state. It's just run by these fucking dinosaur clowns. It's an insult to dinosaurs. Does the link for merch on YouTube Venmo you? No, hell no. No. Just Venmo me directly. This is all under the table. I pay taxes on this stuff after the fact, but just Venmo me. This is not using a third party skimmer like Shopify or any of those shit bags, right? This is why I print in a garage, because I like screen printing and also I make more money. All right, so okay. Blue tie-dye. Yes, someone got the Sci-Hub. Fuck yeah, nice. Okay, so what do we got left? Thank you, sir. $30 for that. We got a large blue tie-dye Sci-Hub and an XL blue tie-dye Sci-Hub. And then I got Kill Your Lawn tie-dyes, brown and green tie-dye. Just that. It looks like the heavy metal tie-dye. It's nice. Dimitri, you got to let me know what you want, man. What is this? What did you want? You said, oh, Eric got one too. Shirt XL safety green. Okay, both the safety greens are gone. What do I got left? XL, Sci-Hub. Ooh, I got a black brush, XL. This is the Nurse Plant, the Peyote Nurse Plant. Okay. Dimitri just said mystery shirt XL. Cool. I'll I'll give you that one. Unless you want. Now these are rare. This is the old Switchman's Local Union from Oakland, size large in black tie-dye. Benny drew it. Switchman Local 239. Right? I don't know why I bought this, why I got this made into a screen, because this is such a niche. No one's going to want this. This is very niche. This is because it's not even 239 anymore. They changed the union name because all the unions are coming together. Now it's like sheet metal workers, something that's got nothing to do with railroading. So this is old. But you could see it's got the old West Oakland Tower in there. It's got the West Oakland palm tree from the East Oakland Yard. Or is the East Oakland palm tree. It's got the ship cranes in there that were used for, that inspired, what's his name, the Star Wars guy, George Lucas, into making the AT-ATs. And it's got this is great. This is before Benny became a hardcore alcoholic. No offense to him. I still care about him and hope he's okay, but he's not getting off the wagon, or he's not getting on the wagon anytime soon, right? Anyway, at least it's not heroin. Okay, let's move right along now. Who's calling me? Oh shit, I have to call back. What did Chris? Steal Your Education large. Steal Your Education's gone. We got one Steal Your Education XL left. And I think the black brush is gone. Who wants the Oakland Switchman? No one's going to jump on it. That's a nice. What did he? Eric Yu. Oh shit. Did he? Wait, what is this? I think he. Yeah. Okay, that's good. We got one Steal Your Education XL. I'm sorry, this is distracting from the and what's an MLM scam? What is that? No, I go by Tony too. It's fine. Tony or Joey, whatever you want. They're both my name. All right. What are we hawking? What do we still got? We got the Switchman's Local, and we got the black brush, I think is already gone. XL. We got, this is nice, 2XL. We got a 2XL for the lovely fatties or the giants out there. Your species is a fucking cancer. Actually, it's like really fucked up. It's like eco-fascist. You're not supposed to say that. That's kind of funny. All right, take it. You could start arguments with people online about this. This is a nice one, right? It's a dolphin saying your species is a cancer. It's facetious. There's a lot of nuance in that argument. It's a slogan. Relax. Take it. Don't take it at 100%, What is wiener purple? What does that mean? I want one in wiener purple. What is that? Okay. What is this? Let's see this. Wait. What is wiener purple? Will someone explain to me what the wiener purple is? Someone just sent me $25 and doesn't want a shirt. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Are you sure about that? Thank you. Now, the wiener purple kind of gives me a weird visual. It's like someone's tying off you know what I mean? Why would you, what does that mean? Multi-level marketing. Oh yeah, it's a scam. What is that? Okay, I'm a 5XLLT. Dipterocarpaceae. Thank you. Holy fuck. The dipterocarps. I would love to see some of those because they're such keystone species, you know, keystone species for the for Southeast Asia. Man, God, there's some cool shit out there. There's also agathis in the Philippines. Adam Black went to the Philippines. Adam Black's a wonderful man. You know, I tease him a little too much. I also sent him a picture of my scrotum in a vacuum cleaner while it was on. He wasn't impressed, you know, but you got to have friends like that you could troll like that, you know. Try sending a picture of your scrotum in a vacuum cleaner to your significant other's father. Just see what they say, you know. Just want to see what he'd say about me. We got also 1XL. This came out weird. It's like athletic gray. It's like an athletic gray tie-dye. Okay, this one I could do for less. I could do this one for 25, shipping included. XL, kill your lawn, gray tie-dye. Get these out tomorrow. Okay, what is it? Oakland Switchman. Okay, the Oakland Switchman shirt's gone. Nice. That's gone. We got the Your Species is a Fucking Cancer Dolphin 2XL. And the Kill Your Lawn Gray Tie-Dye. The gray tie-dye is $25. The Kill Your the 2XL's 30. The Dolphin. That's nice. I had to get rid of those. I've been looking at them too long, man. Are you familiar with common teasel? If so, any opinions on it being carnivorous? No, not at all. It's not sticky, man. It's like a really noxious weed from Europe. I got mediums. I just don't have any with me right now. I'm sorry. How's the weed in the Philippines? Don't they lock you up for that? What about Duterte? Is Duterte still in power? Doesn't he? That seems like a scary place, actually, about the Duterte thing, you know? All overweight? No, man. No, I don't think anyone's overweight. I do like the fatties, though. I just, you know, a lot of my friends tend to be a little hefty on the site, and it's, you know, I didn't mean like a sex thing. It's not like a sex. They came out the wrong way. Not like I have like a fetish for like fatties. I just mean you know, hefties. I appreciate, you know, as friends, not as lovers. But all right, I got 2 of these fucking shirts. Who wants one? Come on. What the fuck? Help me. He's a feeder. Ideal LSD dosage. Now, what are you talking about? Do you have a full day or do you just have like a time to go? It's been almost 2 years from me. The last time I did LSD, it was Leo gave me some. He gave me a microdose. It was like these little 10 micrograms. Is that right? Yeah, because 100 micrograms is a full hit. And we went to the Boyce Thompson Arboretum in Arizona. Wonderful, wonderful day. Wonderful staff, too. Wonderful, very kind people there. And I was on acid. I was microdosing acid. It was fucking lovely. I was looking at all the selaginella, you know, on the dry rock outcropping and just being, God, what an amazing plant. You know, can totally dry out and comes back together. It's like a carpet. Oh, hey, you know what? Jonkosaurus was just seen. She's doing well. She's living large. Let me find this. Where the hell is it? Fuck. There we go. Urban Rivers. Go to the Urban Rivers Instagram. Look at Chonk. She's so healthy. Oh, look at that. There she is. I don't know what her beef is with the bird. It almost looks like AI. It's too perfect, but it's not. They wouldn't do that. I know those people. They're good people. They're not squares. They're not phonies. Look, she's so healthy, man. What a wonder. You want to go see Chunk? I shouldn't say it. No one's going to mess with her. I hope not. I was going to say the bridge that she lives under, but then there's some sick fuck. Maybe someone go, you know, you never know. Someone go try and shoot her or something. They got beavers back in Chicago too. Look at it. That's so nice. Beavers, coyotes. It's always nice going back to Chicago to visit. But the psych subreddits are full of trolls and teenagers posting, I just had 2 tabs and I'm currently, yeah, Jesus Christ. It doesn't sound fun. Online culture. Everybody just needs to get outside more. Go take a walk. Wait, where did this thing about Teasel becoming carnivorous. I don't know. Where did that come from? I never heard about that. Yeah, Venmo's still society as hell. Oh, shit. I got to be checking this, actually. I got 2 of these shirts left. That way I don't oversell. Okay. Okay, the dolphin tee's gone. We just got the gray. Oh, and we got 1XL Steal Your Education left. So 1XL tie-dye blue. You know, kind of like a sky color Steal Your Education. We got a gray tie-dye XL. Oh, God damn it. Oh, is Duterte's daughter really in power? Is she more chill than he is? Huh? Tell me more about crazy carnivorous plants. Well, sir, Sam, you got to go. I wanted to go out there and see it when it was flowering. Drosophilum lusitanicum, which I once had a long time. Someone gave it to me that they grew from seed, and it died. It's like a Mediterranean climate carnivore from a xeric habitat. You don't often see carnivorous plants in dry habitats, and like Rorigula dentata's one. I think, but Drosophilum is one of the other ones. How many other carnivores from dry, like the soil will be dry, not just like the habitat is dry, but the soil's dry. You know, so Drosophilum is one of them, and Rorigula dentata is the other, which is wild. You never see. Every time I see carnivorous plants, they're always in wet soil. They might be in a dry climate like South Africa, but like Rorigula gorgonius, that grows in wet, inundated soil. Rorigula dentata grows on literally just straight fucking dry rocky sand, quartzitic sandstone with these beautiful blue proteas. What protea species was that? God, the South Africa portion of this book that I want to take back from the publisher is going to be dope. There's so much diversity there. It's insane. Like the proteas, there's so many proteas there, and there's so many leucodendrons and leucodendron, leucospermum. I always confuse those two. God, there's some wild shit there. Okay. We got more gray Kill Your Lawn. Okay, I think the Kill Your Lawn. Okay, we're sold out on shirts. Kill Your Lawn tie-dye XL. Okay, that's it. We're done. We already sold everything. All the shirts. I probably got more, but oh wait, let me put that back up there. All right, great. And I'm still doing stickers too, but I almost don't want to tell you to buy any because I still got my work cut out for me in terms of getting these done. Okay, let's talk about Texas's marijuana ban. This is the next shit for brain political stunt. You see these politicians too. The people doing this, they literally look like fucking Colonel Sanders. They look like a mean version of Colonel Sanders, like a buzzkill version of Colonel Sanders. Some old pasty fuck with everything but the white suit and the bow tie. That plantation owner, that plantation. Dan Patrick's really been pushing it hard. He's going for he's doing these press releases with like a map showing like hemp dispensaries, a map of hemp dispensaries in the proximity to schools. And there's not a lot of people speaking up against. Like fucking Joe Rogan. If Joe Rogan's such a pothead, why is he not? It just blows my mind. Where's he on the fucking speaking up against these stupid laws? And he's friends with these shitheads too, like the governor and if you send me money for a shirt and I'm out, I'll send the money back and just whatever. Or I'll probably comment see if you want something else first. Otherwise, I'll just send the money back. There might only be 1 or 2 of those, but I think we're done. But it's infuriating. And again, I don't say this because I like smoking weed. I don't like it at all. I don't like the way it feels, but God, I would rather be around stoned people than drunk. And I know a lot of alcoholics that have said, I would have killed myself with booze if I could, because they weren't going to get sober. There's no way they were going to go walk into like a recovery room or something and actually deal with their shit. And I don't judge them for that. That would be the way to do it. But, but now that once weed has been legalized and they're like, I smoke weed now instead of drinking as much, it like saved my life, calm me down. And I'd rather be around stoned people than drunk. They're still annoying, but they're nowhere near as annoying as alcoholics. God, I fucking hate alcohol. I hate alcohol. Yeah. So anyway, What are we doing for time? Are we done yet? Oh yeah, we're hitting an hour. I think we should get going soon. Yeah, weed is really easy to grow too. That's the other thing. You know, I lived in Oakland. I would just grow 1 or 2 plants in the greenhouse, and they smelled good. And I would make some butter, like coconut oil with weed in it, because that's like highly concentrated, like a little jar. You use a spoonful, whatever. And then I would just give the rest away. I'd give it to, like, there were these dudes that hung out on the street listening to Bobby Womack and like lawn chairs and shit, like drinking 40s. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. It was when West Oakland was still a mostly black neighborhood. Now it's like, it's got like mountain climbing. It's got like climbing gyms and fucking all these Caucasians who are just want to, they just want to let you know, like, I'm a cool Caucasian. I'm an ally. I've got the sign in the window. Didn't you see it? Doesn't matter that I'm paying $5,000 a month to live where I am, and that's, you know, helping raise prices for everybody. I'm cool. But anyway, but I would just give weed out to, like, you know, the old guys on the street. It was just fun. You just walk around with a bag of weed, just give it to people. People are a little suspect at first. They're like, why the fuck is this dude giving me weed? But then, you know, they try a little bit. You know, nobody can turn down a free bag of weed. It's like the same way my dad used to grow tomatoes. He'd grow a shit ton of tomatoes, just dump piles of cow shit in the ground, mix it in with the soil, with the clay, and then just grow these massive fucking tomatoes. And he'd have way too many to eat. He'd freeze a bunch, he'd eat them, and then he would just give them to people, bring bags of tomatoes to people. It's nice. It's a nice thing to do. How are you going to? It's nice. Even people you don't like. You know, maybe you'll make them happier. They shit on people in their daily life a little bit less because they're in a better mood. You know, it's nice stuff. People like free stuff. You know, wish I could do that with weed. That's what I would do, because it's so fucking easy to grow. It's so fucking impossibly easy to grow. How's the weed patch on Western and 18th? I wondered too. That was amazing. 12-foot tall pot plants growing right next to the train tracks on Western Avenue and 18th in Chicago. Okay, we're going to I think we're gonna maybe get off now. What is this? Oh, I got shit to do. I got so much shit to do. I wish I could stop time, or just, if I could, like, and I get distracted by the phone a lot too. It's bullshit. I've silenced all notifications except for text messages on my phone, so I never get notified of anything, which is one, because I just can't do it. I'm too ADD, and I ain't been taking my meds the last week either. All right, anybody got some? Time is a human construct, man. I've done a bunch of videos on cannabis. I did that Grow Lab in Oakland, not Grow Lab, a Grow Warehouse. What do I eat to keep myself from getting a dad bod? I avoid red meat. Generally I'll eat chicken and fish. Man, they just opened this Asian grocery store. Holy shit, it's wonderful. I'll eat fucking tofu curry with, like, you know, lots of beans and rice. You got to cook the shit out of those beans, or they'll fuck up your stomach. You know, you'll get gas, which is only good to do if you're getting on a plane. Then it's kind of funny, but yeah. And then I exercise a lot. I try to exercise. I do, like, you know, rounds of, like, I'll do like 100 push-ups a day at least, 100 sit-ups. I got one of these watches, these little Garmin watches. That helps. I only got it because it's got elevation on it, and I needed it when I was doing field body. I needed that easy access to elevation without having to, like, pull out my phone and look at, like, an altimeter app that's also going to send me a bunch of stupid ads. So no, you don't need to go vegan. Vegan is actually not that healthy for you. Vegetarian or pescatarian is much more healthy. But anyway, I got this stupid watch. It's just a Garmin watch, and so I could look at elevation. But it's got, like, workouts, so you get, like, set a workout timer. So I'll do, like, push-ups for 20 seconds, take a break, and then I'll do, you know, and the break really helps. So I started doing that, and then I get, like, I can't run where I live because it's too hot. It never drops below 82 degrees in the summer, even at like 5 a.m. I mean, I still could, but it sucks. So yeah, I just do that, and then I got a stationary bike too, because it's just too hot. I've become like total homebody. When I'm home, I'm total homebody. I just hide out because it's really ugly where I live too. There's, like, billboards and parking lots. It's fucking terrible. It's like a very pedestrian, unfriendly place. I hope whenever I'm able to finally retire from South Texas, I can move somewhere, because I like living in big cities with, like, walkable streets. And I like that. I like talking to people and having fun experiences and just going to sit in the fucking park for 2 hours and go to a fucking bookshop. You get your spots. You get a routine. You lurk and go to all these places, and it's a lot easier. Like get writing and drawing done in a coffee shop than at my house because there's so much shit for me to get distracted by. So 20 push-ups, smoke a joint. No. New York City. I like New York City a lot. That's an ideal city. Everything but the cost of everything. It's a ripoff. But see, all the American cities got ruined by housing investors. The last it's like my friend Holly said, and I'll pull this up because this is an important little bit of wisdom she shared. My favorite bush lesbian from Boston. You gotta go. You stay in an urban area and you're surrounded by a bunch of fucking rich people taking over your shit. Or you move to a fucking rural area and you're surrounded by a bunch of fucking Nazi fucking Trump motherfuckers. Either way, you're fucked. Yeah, it's very good. Very good. That's a good American synopsis, so there you go. All right. And, to anybody that voted Trump, it's fine if you're here. We don't need to talk about it. I don't care. I'll still teach you about plants. Just don't tell me about anything that you're, I just want to hear about it. I just want to hear about politics. The whole system's corrupt. No matter who you vote for, you're voting for oligarchs in the end. But anyway, yeah, I heard Gainesville was nice. Is Gainesville nice? I heard Athens sucks. That's the other thing too. Is a lot of the cities too get like the exact types of like liberal Caucasians I fucking hate being around. Oh God, I just don't want to like virtue signaling, trying too hard. I noticed that when I was in the Southeast, and I think that I understand why. Because the Southeast has such a fucked up history of like Confederacy, right wing racist bullshit that I feel like the white people there who aren't Nazis feel like they have to overcompensate, like I'm an ally, that kind of thing. Like, I'm an ally, look at me, which I can't stand too, the performative shit. So it's like, and that's what it is in a lot of cities now. Like, it sucks. The whole American situation sucks. Working class got captured by the right wing nut jobs. The left lost its mind too and got fucking really obnoxious and humorless and unfun. So what are you going to do? Get out. That's what I think. Get out where you got free healthcare. Go to Turkey. Every place has free healthcare. You go to Costa Rica, go to fucking Turkey. Medical tourism. The more I travel, the more I realize, wow, like the U.S. really is getting fucked with the healthcare thing, and the populace is getting dumber. Like we don't fund education. I'm so curious about China, where they fund education. Sure, they'll kidnap your ass and throw you in jail if you speak against the government, but they're going to do that here soon too. At least they got free healthcare over there and they fund education. They fund botany in China. Holy shit. Can you imagine if the United States funded? God damn. I can't imagine what that'd be like. We used to fund education. This country's over. This country was over a long time ago. You watch any old George Carlin bits, he's always talking about that. What a great man. I'm so happy I got to meet him. Anyway, that's all I got. Have a great day, everybody. Go fuck yourself. Bye. I should read some of these, but how do I read how do I read these after I turn this off? I don't know. Okay, everybody. Love you. Have a good rest of your day. Go fuck yourself. Bye.